Howdy ho YouTube, Jon-Luke VGC here. Today, I will be using a team actually given to me by a subscriber. So if you remember a few videos back, I made a team that featured only future Paradox Pokemon. Well, Tran decided that it was their mission to give us the other side, so they have made this wonderful past Paradoxmon team featuring Koraidon. I liked it. I thought it looked really fun. So I said, you know what? I want to use it. I want to give it a go. Let's give the Scarlet-Ice a chance. So here's the team. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Thank you, Hoy, for making and sharing this team. It means a lot that you made it for me. It's super cool. I've also shared it with some of my other content creator friends in hopes that they will also give you the recognition that you should have. So we start with Koraidon, Tera Fire, Loaded Dice, Orichalcum Pulse with Collision Course, Scale Shot, Flare Blitz, and Protect. Really common set. It's 116 HP, so pretty bulky. 196 Adamant. I'm assuming hits a bump. Yes. And then 196 speed to hit 180. That makes sense. You see Speed Booster Flutters hitting about that, roughly in and out, and it outspeeds some really important stuff. I don't know. For the most part, I'm used to playing just max Koraidon, so... But I guess also Life Orb is picking up, especially after EUIC, so that just changes kind of the name of the game for the Koraidon set. But this is a good loaded dice set, and I think it's really cool. We actually have one of my favorite Pokemon that we don't see a lot: Walking Wake, Terra Water, Life Orb, Photosynthesis with Flamethrower, Hydro Steam, Draco Meteor, and Protect. Like this one a lot. Max speed, max special attack. Now they do tie, which means that it makes, I believe when I was watching, it makes it a special attack booster. That can be a little confusing. I would maybe just... I think it would be cool if this was speed booster, because we only have one speed boosting mon on the entire, two actually. That's Gouging Fire and Flutter Mane, but it would be kind of cool. So maybe take one away from special attack and just dump them into the other defenses would be nice, but I didn't make the team. We have Gouging Fire, Terra Fairy, Clear Amulet, Photosynthesis with Howl, Breaking Swipe, Flare Blitz, and Burning Bulwark. Lots of HP, lots of speed. It's really cool. 144 with the speed boost is actually not outspeed Calyrex Shadow Rider. Fun fact, but it does outspeed basically everything else. So, but you probably don't care enough. You can just KO with the Flare Blitz, or you can just get a Scale Shot off. So you're going to outspeed with Koraidon pretty easily. We have Flutter Mane, Terra Fairy, Focus Sash, Photosynthesis with Icy Wind, Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and Protect. Nothing uncommon here. We've seen people lately dropping Shadow Ball for other utility moves like Taunt or Thunder Wave, or Protect in that instance. I have thoughts about that. I actually do really like Taunt Flutter Mane. I think it has a ton of utility and is really cool. But I don't really give up Protect. And I'm just like, YOLO, like no Protect. It's going to survive one hit no matter what. I'm going to get off that Taunt and you can't fake me out, so we're good to go. We have Raging Bolt, Terra Fairy, Assault Vest, Photosynthesis with Thunderclap, Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor, and Snarl. Really cool set. Stay pretty standard and not too much to talk about with it. I like it a lot. I think AV Raging Bolt is insanely strong and it works really, really well on this team. Last but not least, we have Roaring Moon, Terra Flying, Booster Energy, Photosynthesis with Acrobatics, Knockoff, Tailwind, and Protect. The only thing to note about this set is it is an attack booster, not a speed booster. I learned that in real time during the video, and I will say it's really got to be a speed booster. I need the speed. I got a need for speed here, so just something to consider there, Hoy. But I'll talk about it a little bit more throughout the video. But it does affect kind of how often I'm able to bring this mon, because it's not really acting as the speed control that I needed to. So how are you going to utilize the team? I mean, Koraidon Gouging Fire is really safe. Get off a Howl and just start going burr. It's really cool. Koraidon Flutter Mane. I'm leading Koraidon Flutter Mane a lot, or Koraidon Gouging Fire, really. It's like, okay, so if you're going to intimidate me, I'm just going to Howl. If I think you're going to fake out, I can just go Flutter Mane and slow you down and break sturdy with Icy Wind. That's pretty big. In the back, I'll have like Raging Bolt and Wake, or Raging Bolt and the other Fire, Flutter Mane. Raging Bolt I do tend to save for the end as alongside Walking Wake. I love Walking Wake. We got to figure this Pokemon out. I like the set. It's cool and it deals a lot of damage, but I think the meta has not yet optimized the way that this Pokemon can be used, and we can get there. And I might try to be that guy, but I don't think I can be. So yeah, the team's a lot of fun. If you'd like to try it out for yourself, there is a PokePaste and rental code in the description down below. I highly recommend you try it. I had a really good time. Thank you so much, Hoy, for making and sharing the team. It really does mean a lot to me. And for everybody else, I hope you enjoy the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. And with that, let's go ahead and hop into the battles. Okay, I know this team. It is a play on the team that I primarily use. So we have Clefairy, Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Rillaboom, Urshifu, Incin, and Smeargle. They have Incin. I normally have Tornadus, which means they have no weather control, which is pretty big. Flutter Mane is really good here. And Flutter Mane is Terra Fairy. Koraidon is really good here. Roaring Moon. And Raging Bolt. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. What do you got? I'm assuming, yeah, Cali Smeargle. Okay. Now I'm faster, right? I should be max speed timid. Yeah. And I have Focus Sash. And Smeargle can't actually... Normally, Smeargle does not have a move to attack me. So I can simply Icy Wind and Protect. Terra Grass? Terra Fairy. Yep. Yeah, I know this team. I mean, it's almost exactly the team that I use. It's a really strong comp. Great play. No fake out. We're gonna nasty plot. No, they're just gonna Astral. That's fine. Yep. Yeah. So I'll survive one. Defense Rose sharply. Special attack, that's fine. So I'm actually just gonna go for the Icy Wind again. And go for the Flare Blitz. They can Wide Guard, but then I get the Flare Blitz off. And then I KO their Calyrex. They can follow me, but then I get the Icy Wind off, and I'm faster next turn. I get punished by the Spore here. Yep. That's why I did that. No, don't... Oh my god, that's so bad. That is quite literally the worst thing that could have happened. Okay, not so bad now. That really sucks, though. Oh my gosh, that's bad. Like, now I'm not faster. They should have Clef in the back. Here's Rillaboom. Okay. If I just double protect here, though, they can freely nasty plot. They'll pick up a KO. They haven't nasty plotted yet, so I'm just going to double protect. Missing that Icy Wind's bad. Yeah. There's the Grassy Glide. Astral. Okay, yeah. I'm like, they're refusing to... Man, missing that's bad. I don't think I can win now, because I think I go down to an Astral Barrage. Well, I mean, it's unboosted, so... I'm just gonna have to hope I survive. I'm gonna Icy Wind and Flare Blitz. Okay. That's huge. You have to play really defensive with the Calyrex, because now I've gotten rid of, like, your only form of damage, right? Yeah, I don't agree with that play. I figured they were going to Grassy Glide, go for the Astral. And I think that's the better play. If I survive with Koraidon, you still knocked out 2 of my Pokemon, which is bad. You have to play really defensively with the Calyrex here, and then you have to make those hard calls sometimes, but not every time. So they're down to 2 Pokemon. Here's their last one. Clefairy. Clefairy normally doesn't have any attacking moves. On the comp I use, it's after you follow me, Helping Hand Protect. So I'm going to go Roaring Moon. How many more turns of Sun are there? First game. First game, I missed that sweet, sweet Icy Wind. Yo! Oh, what? Okay. I already have a problem with this team that 100% of the time should be Speed Booster. That is a very glaring problem with this team. How many more turns of Sun are there? 1. Go Raging Bolt. That's fine. I could have went for the knockoff there, but I'm not really punished in any way. U-turn. Yeah, big problem numero uno. That must be Speed Booster Roaring Moon. Or else Cali Shadow normally just kind of like rips this team. I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 Pokemon weak to it. 1 neutral. No immunity. Nothing resists it. Roaring Moons. I mean, if it's the fairy, yeah. Yeah, that's a big problem. That was a crit. Oh no, that was just the attack. That's not gonna do it. It was a nice chunk though. Okay. Clefairy goes down. It's a problem with the team. It's basically if CSR goes down, you're in a lot of trouble. Yeah. Letting me just take the Flare Blitz on that was not the best. Also, this Acrobatics is gonna do like nothing. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. Oh, 2 takeaways from that. 1, don't miss your Icy Winds. And 2... hang on. Boy? Change the team. That needs to be Speed Booster Roaring Moon. Like 100% of the time, that has to be Speed Booster. This whole video is now gonna probably be significantly harder. That it's not Speed Booster, but we'll do our best. But yeah, especially with that moveset. I mean, this is exactly a Speed Booster Roaring Moon moveset. So yeah. I mean, you just need to take. You can knock attack down to 186, and then just like throw the rest in HP if you want to. But yeah, that's an issue. All right, good game to my opponent. Nice team. Let's do another one. Okay, we have Raging Bolt, Incin, Calyrex-Ice, Indeedee, Ogerpon, Urshifu. Gouging Fire, Flutter Mane's pretty good, I think. Koraidon. I wish this Flutter Mane had Taunt, like, really badly. I'll go Koraidon, Gouging Fire. Flutter. Walking Wake, I guess. See that? Yeah, I wish this Flutter Mane had Taunt really bad. Because otherwise, how do I stop like any form of Trick Room shenanigans? Like just hyper offense, like KO them before they start, but you know, how do I do that? We'll see what they lead. If they lead with like Indeedee, I can always Terrifier, Howl, Collision Course. Yep, Cali and Indeedee, that's about what I anticipated. So I'm just assuming that this is going to be a follow me Trick Room. There's a Psychic Surge. And there's the Psychic Seed. Okay. So no Rocky Helmet, which is good. They didn't have a Moongus, so... But I don't really want to take Recoil. So we can just Howl and Terra Howl. I don't think a +1 Collision Course will KO. I'm also interested to see if they Terra their... Incin? Nice, okay. That's good. That's actually really good. Because now I'm neutral again. And here's to hoping that they go for the Glacial Lance, not the Trick Room. We'll see. What? It's the Terra Fire fighting Dragon. Oh, actually, I went into the Cali, so it is what it is. Not the Indeedee. My attack raise. Terra's nice and used up. That does a little less than half. Trick Room. Okay. Let's stall this out real quick. Well, they might swap with Incin, right? Or they might Parting Shot. I think I'm actually fine with... they have a ghost type in the back? No. Nothing wants to take a collision course. Collision course. Breaking swipe. A +1 breaking swipe. Doesn't do half to either, but that's good. And there's parting shot. Okay, who comes in? DD, yeah. This is a +1 breaking swipe. Doesn't do it though. But I can just double protect. Because even if they bring in Instant, they can't do anything about it. Fine with me. Okay. You're resting your Trick Room turns here a bit. What do they go for? A Psychic, maybe? Into... Yeah. That makes sense. I'm happy to Collision Course you. Breaking swipe again. If I go down, I go down. That's fine. Perfect. That's huge. Okay. Nope, doesn't take me down. The high horsepower on Cali tends to feel a little lackluster if you don't have any boosts. I know it's super effective, but not having stab on it is just massive. Bonk. Okay, so we stalled out the Trick Room, which is nice. And we took out their restricted. So who's left? Incineroar. And... Raging Bolt. Okay. Which you can't, Terra. And you can't use, priority move into me, so that's pretty massive. So Instant's kind of what I want to handle here. I know I'm -2 because I can handle Raging Bolt in the back with everything I have. So I just want to Collision Course Incineroar and Howl. Yeah. Oh, is there still another turn of Trick Room? I thought I was done. Electro Web. That's fine. That's actually really fine. I'm okay with this. Yeah. Cool. So I can get rid of Instant now. And Photosynthesis wore off. Twisted Dimensions returned to normal. Okay. That's fine. Now I go Walking Wake. And I double the Incineroar. Collision Course. And Hydro Steam. Okay, so they don't even Thunderclap. I was expecting a Thunderclap onto Koraidon. There's the sound. Alright. Yeah, it does like a quarter, but that's fine. What are you going to do, Electro Web? Yeah. That's fine. At -1. What do I hit? I'm still faster. I'm still faster than the Raging Bolt. So I can just Draco and Moonblast. Two Moonblast should do it. Yeah, battle's canceled. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, my thought there is like, I misremembered the amount of Trick Room turns, but that's actually okay because then I get a free turn. Swap in, but yeah, I should have just double protected there every day of the week. Well, are they gonna Electro Rub again? Because if they had Thunderclap, I was probably gonna lose Gouging Fire anyways, because then they could just Thunderclap because well, then I could just Howl. Yeah, so that was just straight up a mistake, but I was like so far ahead into the match that it wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, so I was thinking, if I can stall out the Trick Room, then I got the speed advantage. If I can get rid of two Pokemon, then, you know, Incineroar can't fake out, like, Intimidate Cycle anymore. They kind of shot themselves in the foot with their own, Psychic Terrain, but maybe I should have been more willing to attack into the Indeedee directly, anticipating that Incineroar swap. Because we saw that, even at -2, I did so much that, like, at neutral, I definitely would have OHKO'd that Incineroar. And then I still would have had plenty of damage to deal to the Calyrex throughout the turns of Trick Room. So, and then I would have been less threatened with like free swaps on my double protect. So that was maybe something I should have considered more, but it still worked out in the end. So good game to my opponent. Let's do another one. Okay, we have Zamazenta, Chi-Yu, Raging Bolts, Chien-Pao, Urshifu, and Grimmsnarl. So this to me is Scarf Chi-Yu. So that means that Koraidon's really good. We have Flutter Mane. Like, Koraidon Flutter Mane is really good. Into this. That feels really strong. I'm, again, probably going to have to rip Terra turn 1, but it is what it is. Gouging Fire feels good. And it's either Walking Wake or Raging Bolts. Or Urshifu specifically, I'm going to say Raging Bolt. Yeah. Let's do that. Chien-Pao's a big problem for this team. Huge big problem. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3 Pokemon weak to it, and 1, 2, 3 Pokemon neutral to it. Yep, Grimmsnarl. This Grimmsnarl might know Fake Out. I'm seeing that a lot more on the best of 1 ladder. So I'm actually really tempted just to double protect. See if I can scout for a protect on Chien-Pao. Okay. Nope, nothing there. Icicle Crash. Okay. So I'm gonna Terrafire Flare Blitz. Icy Wind. T-Wave is really annoying. It's super annoying on Grimmsnarl. You can only T-Wave 1, and I'll break a sash. Ideally. Perfect. Couldn't ask for anything more. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is still going to take this Grimmsnarl for sure, right? Because, I mean, this is Sun boosted. Yeah, okay, I was like, there's no way this doesn't take this Grimmsnarl. The Zamazenta. Yar. But I mean, I can just double the slot, because Zamazenta might wide guard. Like, I can Flare Blitz. And Moonblast. I don't want him to wide guard on me. I should be faster. I'm like 180, right? I'm probably faster than... Fair Dragon. Yep. So I could have just Icy Winded there. That's okay. This was a safer play, though. There's I recoil, and I'm faster. And you Behemoth Bash. And I leave on Sash. Best case scenario. Raging Bolt. You can really only pick one here. So I'm actually happy to Scale Shot Raging Bolt. And Moonblast. I'll double the Bolt, because you can only Thunderclap one. Nice. That's actually massive. Do you Thunderclap? No. Okay, do I get this? Yep. I just have so many things to answer the Zamazenta in the back. They were probably going for Electro Web, hoping that I would go after that. But on this team comp, I would anticipate Raging Bolt to be AV, so I knew it couldn't protect. And I would be faster with Gouging Fire next turn. Yeah, battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. Yeah, that was my thought. I was like, okay, you can protect here, but my real play with this is, hey, they also really like past Paradox Pokemon. My real play here is like, okay, you probably can't protect with Raging Bolt on this team comp. I don't see another likely Salt Vest user, and so like I haven't confirmed, but like total guess, it's like, okay, that's probably it. So if I double into this, like I'm gonna be faster with both. You can pick up 2 KOs if you just like Thunderclap, Koraidon, and go for the Behemoth Bash into Flutter Mane, but you have to take damage if I double into this slot. If I go into that one, you potentially don't take any damage this turn. So if I double into the slot, you're gonna take damage. Best case scenario is you don't go for Thunderclap, and I pick up a KO, and then I win. Worst case is you KO one, but I'm gonna deal more than 50% either way to your Raging Bolt, and then I have a faster Pokemon with Breaking Swipe in the back, so I can just attack both and probably KO the Raging Bolt with the Breaking Swipe, and then deal some damage to your now Terra Dragon Zamazenta, and then I can pretty freely just like continue to Breaking Swipe and start going for Draco Meteors, and it's going to take you at least 2 body presses to KO my Raging Bolt, so in that instance, I'm going to win. So that was kind of my long-term thought there. So good game to my opponent. It's a cool team. Let's do another one. Okay, a pretty standard Miraidon comp. We have Whimsicott Miraidon, Iron Hands Urshifu, Entei Chenpao. What do we do? We can go Flutter Mane for sure. Oof. This is tough. Flutter Mane Koraidon, I think. Gouging Fire. Raging Bolt. Like, Roaring Moon not being Speed Booster is such a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it serves no purpose to me in most of these matches now. Let's see. All right. Move my mouse so I don't accidentally stop recording on the computer. Iron Hands, shwimmy wimmy. Okay. I am going to Icy Wind, Terra Fire, Flare Blitz. You can fake me out if you want, but I just don't. It doesn't really do anything for me. And you might not. You might go for like Heavy Slam. And if you fake me out, okay. Oh no. You know, whatever. Then I just change my target. Cool. Terra's used up turn 1 for both of us, and it's Terra Water. That's actually fine. My goal here is to stop Tailwind. If I do, that's cool. If not, then I move it into hands. Not good Icy Wind luck today. Okay. So now we can effectively stall Tailwind. It's good to know that I'm faster than the Iron Hands anyway. Heavy Slam, and I go down to Sash, right? Yep. Right on. Entei. Interesting. I have no problem protecting, double protecting here, actually. I doubt you're gonna have a setup move of sorts or anything. Because you can't really E-Speed Flutter. Stomping. Okay. To me, that says that you are... I could have gotten a free attack off of Flutter. Choice in some way. So I can, like, Shadow Ball here. Nothing wants to take this stomping. And maybe I'll survive. I'm just going to go for the collision course. A non-stab stomping. Maybe they're AV. Or Life Orb. Those are some items you see on Shenpao. I mean, Entei. Nice. Do I survive? Massive, I do. Okay, it is Life Orb. And Entei goes down. Which is very nice. And Heavy Slam. Cool. Love that. Gouging Fire time. So I doubt you're going to lock into an electric type move, unless it's like Electro Drift. So there's probably, what, 2 more turns of Tailwind or 1 more? My speed is heightened? Yeah. One more, cool. So I can just double protect. See what Miraidon locks into. As I'm assuming it's Specs and Draco Meteor. Okay. Massive. That's actually really good. Hands goes for the Drain Punch. Okay. Locking into Draco Meteor is fine. Actually, no. I want to get rid of... I'm just going to Breaking Swipe now. And... Collision Course, I think. Let's see who's faster. Draco, nice. Okay. I go down, but you're at -2. And a Collision Course should KO from here. And then I have Raging Bolt in the back that on electric terrain. Yep. And you're -1. I felt like the Collision Course was going to take it. Yeah, I get KO'd by that. I'm not that surprised on that one. I mean, you're still in electric terrain, so it's basically a neutral attack. So it doesn't surprise me that Koraidon goes down there, but now I have Raging Bolt, which can just plummet you with Thunderbolt. That's not my... well, I mean, I still have that, so it's not a huge deal. Still have the terrain, but having the sun and the terrain would have actually been really cool. So let's see how much this Thunderbolt does. Yeah, it does a lot. The Drain Punch only does like a quarter, and now I'm confirmed faster, so that's GG's. Yeah, I was kind of like, oh, well, I actually don't. I considered a couple of times going after the Iron Hands, but I was like, oh, why? I have something in the back that can totally cover for it. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. And it can't, especially if I get this Breaking Swipe off and knock it down to -1. It sits at neutral now, and it's really not that huge. So, yeah, I think the Entei was cool, but being able to outspeed the Tailwind and Iron Hands start, I thought was a little like, eh. That's why I went for the play that I did, because I didn't think they were going to Tailwind, because Iron Hands doesn't really get a lot of value out of it. It was still slower than everything I had under Tailwind, actually. So it's like, what's the point? That's why I was like, oh, I think they might fake out, and go for like a Moonblast would have been my guess, just to break a Sash, or they might have gone for like Moonblast Heavy Slam into Flutter Mane. Those would have been my guesses on plays. And I think the best play they could have done there is predict the protect and gone for Moonblast Heavy Slam into Flutter Mane. I think the Terra was smart. So I'm not that mad. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I remember they had Chen Pao, so they probably did not have Sash on the Whimsicott, but that's okay. I should have looked at that, seen if there was another potential Sash somewhere else. I need to slow down my play a little bit. But yeah, so I was like, I thought that would have been a really good play to cover for Focus Sash, and then I would have KO'd their Whimsicott. My Flutter Mane would have lived on Sash because I would have gone before Whims, and then they wouldn't have gotten a Tailwind up, and that was kind of my hope there. But as they made, the Tailwind coming back to help the Mons later was cool, but it was really easy to stall because I could just protect 2 of the remaining turns. So that's where I was kind of like, and even Life Orb, like on Entei, like I don't think Choice Band would have taken me either. It would have been definitely left me far closer, but I don't think it would have taken me. So that was kind of, I was like, you're not really garnering anything this turn out of this. You just now have a less slower than me Iron Hands. So good game to my opponent. Still really cool team. Let's do another one. Oh, this is interesting. We have Screamtail, Ogerpon, Terapagos, Incin, Rillaboom, Annihilate. I mean, Flutter Koraidon is really good. Roaring Moon is really good, actually, here. Like, unironically, for knockoff support. Raging Bolt's really good. Screamtail's a bit of an issue. But something like Walking Wake can handle that. I just want to leave Flutter Koraidon again. Kinda. With the ape. Flutter Koraidon. Gouging Fire. Raging Bolt, I guess? Yeah. That's fair. I don't know. I can't tell. I think this is going to be a Calm Mind set on the Terapagos, but I can't quite tell. And it's scary. Let's see. I wonder if that's coaching Annihilate to boost the physical defense of Terapagos. Gorilla Ogre? Okay. I mean, you can't really do anything to Koraidon here. I'm pretty cool with an Icy Wind. Does anything want to take a Flare Blitz? No. Instant, I guess. Honestly, let's... Yeah, I think Flare Blitz is fine. Even if Instant comes in, it's not a huge deal. What I really don't want to happen is that I... like, give Annihilate but Defiant boost and then can't KO it because I go for Collision Course. I have a Focus Sash! Okay. I mean, you're not really doing anything. I just kind of want to protect. No reason to just give it up. And I'm going to go for Collision Course into Rillaboom. Just straight up. Because they might swap here, or they'll... Or if they do the follow me. Nice. Grassy Glide, okay. I'm still gonna get a ton of damage on this thing. And if I don't KO it, that's actually kind of good. Nope. That's actually good. Because now they don't get the free swap, and I can pretty safely Collision Course into the Ogre Pond now. For damage. So here, then, I want to swap Gouging. And Collision Course Ogre Pond. Because now they don't get a free swap into Instant. Or Annihilate. Like, if they go for it on the Ogre Pond slot, they go for Annihilate, then that's fine. Okay. He comes in. Screamtail. Fine. What does this do? Probably nothing. Yeah, like, it's like quad resisted. So who comes in? Terapagos. So you might not run Protect. I'm pretty happy to Flare Blitz Screamtail. Like, it's quad effective, but Screamtail normally runs like few to no attacking moves, so I'm actually fine to double Flare Blitz in. Yep, cool. Huge. Yep. Okay, Scrimtail goes down. Yeah, the trying to stop the collision course into that is pretty obvious. Now I just need to break the Rillaboom. Yep. I'm honestly kind of fine to do the same thing. Double Flare Blitz into the Rillaboom slot. You can fake out one. Nice. And now I'm going to deal some damage to you, so I can come back and collision course you later. Yeah, that's done a lot. And now you can't get grassy terrain back. Sub. That's fine. I'm still going to be faster. Okay, so who comes in? And there's the Calm Mind. There's the leftovers. Okay, so you've got like half left. Grass disappeared. Yeah, that gets rid of a bunch of your recovery, which is nice. Ogre Pond. Get rid of... I want my sun back. And I want to be able to do this. So I'm going to force the Ogre Pond to... follow me here. Nice. Yep, sub-faded. Does that do it? I don't think so. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay, so you have Protect, but it's like, what can the Ogre Pond do to me, you know? I have Raging Bolt here. The Ogre Pond can't get rid of Raging Bolt in one hit either. So I could pretty safely go for the Collision Course into Terapagos and a Draco Meteor into the Ogre Pond. I was like, I didn't bait the Terra early, did I? Yeah, so this is a super safe Collision Course into Terapagos and Draco into Ogre. Yep. It's fine, because now I get the Draco into Terapagos, presumably. And you're only at +1, and I still have Terra Starstorm. This is only +1. Yep, I survive. Yeah, and that... Oh, the crit. Okay, well... That crit definitely probably mattered in KOing it, but I was still going to deal a ton of damage to it, so... but yeah, surviving with Koraidon there, it's game over. It's donezo, it's onezo. You know what I mean? So... But if not, I mean, I still have Sun. They never Terra'd. That was kind of my thing. I was waiting for a Terastallization somewhere, but... I wonder why. Probably because they... I get the not Terraing there, because I want to make sure that it stays as a single target move to have its best chance of KOing me. But... Again, I'm a Koraidon. It's +1, but it's a neutral move, so... I mean, if it got a crit, I'd get KO'd, and that would have been a little unfortunate, but... I was like, I think I'm going to live I thought I'd live a little better, but I knew that I was probably going to live. So, cool team. The Screamtail edition next to Terapagos, I think, is really interesting. Seeing it a lot more. Now, the Wolf Click is one of UIC. So, I expect to keep it going. I maybe should have... I kept thinking they were going to swap. I thought they would bring Instant first. I thought that would be great into my team, but I guess maybe they decided that that wasn't the best. And so if I had gone for a Flare Blitz into the... well, even then it wouldn't have KO'd. So it's not a big deal. So maybe I did still make the best play going into that, because then they disabled a move that I wasn't particularly interested in clicking anyways. So really good game to my opponent. Super cool team. Let's hop into the outro. All right, everyone. That is the team. So what are my thoughts? You done did cooked. It's a good team. I liked it. It's really interesting. I think the Pokemon mesh well together, and I think overall it's fun, and it looks really cool just to have a bunch of big primal monsters on the field dealing a bunch of damage. If I had to make any suggestions, one, that Roaring Moon needs to be Speed Booster, because otherwise it really just doesn't... There's no point of it being there, because now you have Flutter Mane. It really needs to be Speed Booster to help handle Calyrex Shadow. I think that's a big thing that needs to change. I wouldn't mind Taunt somewhere on this team, but I don't necessarily know where else you would put it. You could remove Protect from Flutter Mane, and then instead make it like Terra Normal. But that's kind of a personal preference. Otherwise, I did kind of maneuver through Trick Rooms pretty easily, I think. So maybe you don't need it, but I don't know, that's kind of on you. You could also, instead of Icy Wind, just have Thunder Wave and be a real nuisance with Flutter Mane. So kind of give some take, you know, you can do what you want with that. But overall, I think the team's really fun. It's just a good time. I enjoyed it. Yes, thank you so much for making it. Made it for me, which makes me feel very special. So everybody give Hoy a big round of applause in the comment section down below, and in the description you can find the Pokepaste and rental if you would like to use the team for yourself. So thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and become a channel member. And most importantly, I almost did the other one. Please know that you are appreciated. All right. Peace.